Hello and welcome to another exciting night of Panther Lacrosse, live on OCA Media, your home for Panther sports. I'm Nikki Huss along with Andy Huss, bringing you another action-packed match only on OCA Media. Tonight, the Panthers host the Goslings, correct?
Yes.
The Watertown Goslings. I had to make sure I had that correct. Always, they have a
Baby
unique
geese.
one. The baby geese. Not just geese, baby geese. Although geese are kind of ferocious little creatures.
They
so,
can be.
Yeah. Ugh.
Oh, and their logo looks like an upset little baby goose.
Does it really?
No, it's not
No,
on the
not
roster.
on there. I should look that up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So this is a rematch from last week,
Yep.
where we played at their
Yes, it was.
location on last Monday or Tuesday evening.
I think it was also on Monday, 1 week ago, I think.
All right.
Oregon won that one. So we'll see what happens tonight. It's their second, their conference matchup, so we get them away and home.
We're getting towards the end of the season here, surprisingly.
It's crazy. Lacrosse season goes so quick. It is intense, 2-3 games a week, but it goes quickly. It's about 6 weeks.
Yeah.
But yeah, already time to start thinking 2 weeks away from playoff starting. Yep, senior night will be coming up.
Let's not talk about that.
Yeah, I know.
As the parents of a senior, that is not going to be yeah, it's going to be a little bit sad.
All right, sounds like we're about ready to start. Music stops. Well, referees look ready. Starting lineups, and we'll have the national anthem.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Panther Stadium for tonight's WIAA Girls Lacrosse match between the visitors from Watertown and your Oregon Panthers. Watertown High School, Oregon High School, and the WIAA require good sportsmanship of student athletes, coaches, and spectators at education-based interscholastic events. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. And now for your starting lineup. For Watertown, number 2, Aurea Chivers. Number 6, Brianna Velasquez Medina. Number 8, Olivia Virgo. Number 9, Lindley.
A little bit, yeah. Just quiet.
Number 9, Lindley Hildebrand. Number 10, Hannah Gunderson. Number 11, Brooke Zastro. Number 12, Maya Rosenek. Number 13, Isabella Medina. Number 15, Naomi Domer. Number 16, Alora Thomas. Number 21, Casey McCarthy. And number 22, Allison Buckler. And now for your Oregon Panthers. Number 11, Elise Schumann. Number 15, Allie Huss. Number 16, Ella Minter. Number 17, Abby McGinty. Number 19, Riley Brown. Number 21, Libby Vondra. Number 29, Hazel Rothering. Number 30, Jenna Hodges. Number 31, Autumn Coots. you can, please rise, remove your hats, and join in our national anthem.
All right. Might have had a few missteps on the PA there, but we got through it and did well. Thank you to our PA announcers. They do a great job here. Get those refs on the field. Looks like we've only got 2 tonight. Just another additional plug that we always need more refs for girls lacrosse at all levels. Don't worry, we will train you. So if you are at all interested, please reach out. Find us on the WIA website. Any of the coaches will direct you. Just get in touch with anyone that's associated with lacrosse and they will get you towards the refereeing.
Definitely. We have a lot of new referees this year, and they're doing a great job so far, and they're continuing to learn, and we definitely need more. So you won't, it's not like you'll come in and you will be the only one learning. We're always learning more about lacrosse. There's a lot to learn because it's a sport that we didn't grow up with, so you'll find yourself in the same boat as everybody else.
Yep. And every year there are new refs, so it's not just this year, it'll be every year.
Yep. And as part of that, we will also explain rules as we're going along too, talking about the game that's happening that you're watching right now, because a lot of this is new to a lot of people.
And this sport doesn't necessarily have the same rules as a lot of other sports. It doesn't go by the same general principles at times, which can not make a whole lot of sense to people just because it goes against what you're kind of taught in most other sports. So we try to ferret those out and kind of explain them as they go.
It can be harder to pick up than a lot of other sports, kind of like maybe baseball would be. If we didn't grow up with baseball, it's a strange sport to try and learn.
Yes, it is.
All right, here we go. We're starting with the draw. Ball goes up. Possession, Watertown, number 2, Araya Chivers. Ball pops loose. Oregon picks it up. Hazel headed downfield, number 29. No one in front of her. She's going to drive in straight towards the goal. Shoot. Nice bounce shot. Ball goes in. Makes it 1-0 Oregon.
It does look like we're playing 10-on-10 again.
Yes. This did last week when we played Monday in Watertown. Watertown is short on players, so they can't field a full team of 11 field players and a goalie. So we play 10 field players and a goalie. We did this last week also. So that can get a little bit, so there's only 10 players on the field. You can kind of choose where you want to pull your player off of, but they still are allowed to play 7 on each side of the restraining line. So whether you pull it off of attack or defense, you have an attacker that's allowed to go back and play on defense, and you've got a defense that's allowed to play on attack. So it's essentially, kind of another mid,
Yes. I just wanted to recognize that just for the people out there that might be like,
Yep.
this looks a little different than we're normally.
Oop, oop.
There we go. Oh, nope, but it's past the restraining
All right,
line, so it
Elise
doesn't matter.
has it, passes it into Jenna, shoots and scores.
Nope.
Oh,
went
it was out around the
behind.
outside?
Yes, it did.
Oh, that gets me every time. All right.
Not every time, but.
Goalie number 12, Maya Grosnick.
Oh.
Scoops it up.
Just misses her intended target.
We've got
Oh,
Riley Brown driving in, some contact. Ball pops loose. Goalie comes up with the ball. Looking to clear.
that might go
Clear
out.
goes a little long, out of bounds. Oregon possession.
I will say the field looks like it's a little shorter today and freshly lined.
Yeah, now that you mention it, you're right. All right, ball inbounded. Oregon goes. Ella brought it up. Elise. Jenna Hodges has it in back. Hadley in front of the goal. Look for a pass. Didn't quite hit her in time. Looking around. Autumn Coots. Up to Hazel. Hazel looks to drive. Gets by a defender. Believe she drew shooting space. Got through those first defenders. Another one popped out in front of the goal.
So there are 4 players remaining back behind the restraining line for Oregon.
How many do they have up front? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So they are allowed to put another one up. Last week it was typically Ellie Huss, number 15, from the defense will go up. All right, 8-meter free for Hazel. Comes in, a nice save by the goalie. Maya Grosnick. Attempts a long clear. Riley Brown cuts it off. Drives in. Finds Elise Schumann. Drives across the middle. Ball comes loose. There's contact and a whistle. She points at the 8-meter arc, so I believe Elise will have an 8-meter free position. But again, Oregon going with 6 up on attack. Nice shot and score by Elise Schumann. Makes it 2-0 Oregon.
And that's another.
Number 11, Elise Schumann.
And there's another Panther goal up on the Culver's scoreboard. Welcome to Delicious. And we'll take that time to say that Panther Sports is made possible with financial support from our generous sponsors. The Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Club, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. Oregon Area Cares Community Coalition. Parenting teens is hard. We're here to help. OregonAreaCares.org. Stoughton Health, and by your local pizza pit. And Wisco Industries, a proud supporter of Panther Sports, celebrating their 75th anniversary in 2024. And of course, our Culver's of Oregon, who is our scoreboard sponsor. So we've got 2-0 in this first quarter so far. Panthers coming out strong.
Yes, they are. Yep. But, yeah, we'll see. Watertown's taking a timeout, talk things over a little bit. But, yep, we'll see how it goes. I mean, Watertown has a pretty young team. You know, they're a small team. I've heard that a lot of some of their players, a lot of their players, you know, are first-year players. So, a lot of their games this year have been kind of one-sided, but they're learning a lot, and you know, we've even seen improvement out of them, you know, from last week to this week.
Yep. And that happens with programs that are rebuilding or starting over.
Or just lacrosse is tough in general,
It is. It's not a sport we necessarily grow up with around here.
So it can be hard to get numbers. This is the first year that it's WIAA, so hopefully that will help with numbers, it being more available to more people in the school district. So yeah, we'll see. It's a lot of teams, especially. It feels like we're a long ways away from COVID, but COVID still hit lacrosse pretty hard, and a lot of programs are not a lot of programs. All programs have kind of struggled with it a little bit. Even bigger programs like Oregon or Verona or
Sun
Middleton.
Prairie.
Maybe Middleton's not hurting in
No.
numbers, but Sun Prairie. Like
I don't know
all the other.
I don't know that Middleton hurts in numbers for any sport.
But all the other programs like Oregon did not have a JV last year.
We did.
2 years ago.
Verona did not have a JV last year,
Okay.
but co-opted with us.
We co-opted with them.
Yes. We have had a JV, but yes, we have been
That's right.
lower on numbers.
And that's crazy to think about because Verona's won this conference the last several years, and to think that they didn't have a JV is kind of crazy.
Yes.
All right. Felt like a long 2 minutes, but here we go. So we haven't gone through it yet. Looks like starting lineup or lineup that's in there now for Oregon. We'll have Hazel Rothering taking the draw. I see it's a little bit different tonight, so we'll have to get some numbers. I know Elise Schumann was in the middle circle before. We'll have to wait and get some other numbers. Try to work our way through Watertown then as well. All right, ball goes up.
Number 2, Araya Shevers was the one taking the.
Elise Schumann and Autumn Coots were the other 2 midfielders for Oregon.
Yeah, the one taking the draw for Watertown was Araya.
All right, Jenna Hodges with the ball. Back to Hazel Rothering. Ella Minter gets it, so that means our attack is Ella Minter. Hadley staying. Elise tries to drive, gets pushed back, tries to make a pass. Autumn ends up with it, kicks it back out to Ella Minter. Ella Minter goes to drive. 2 defenders come up to stop her. Swinging the ball around. Autumn Coots. Hadley staying. Elise Schumann. Ella Minter with a cut. Goes back to Jenna Hodges. Goal, Oregon. Hazel got the ball in the corner, drove across the front, shot low, ball goes in, 3-0 Oregon. So the other attackers, well, we got the other attackers. So the defenders for Oregon are 15 Ellie Huss, 21 Livy Vondra, 19 Riley Brown, and 17 Evie McGinty. Yeah, and in goal, Sam Siggett. Can't forget Sam.
Nope.
And so we have for Watertown, like we've been saying, number 2, Araya Chivers is the one taking the draw, and we'll work on the rest of them as we see numbers.
It's very hard from this angle.
All right, ball goes up.
Number 6 was along the.
Number 6 is Brianna Velikez Pineda.
And 12? No, 11.
11 is Brooke Zastrow.
Those were on the circle.
Okay, and so defenders I'm seeing are 21 Casey McCarthy. Hadley staying with the ball, going around the back. I see 15 Naomi Domer. I see 16 Alora Thomas.
6.
6 is Brianna Velasquez Pineda.
8.
Well, 13 is the one I think I'm missing. Isabella Medina. Elementer with the ball. Hadley. Hazel. Number 8 cheating down to make sure she doesn't crease roll again. So she kicks it out to Hazel. Hadley. All right. That's a perfect time. Yep, there you go. Get some cuts going. Elementer looking. Oh, finds Jen Hodges inside. A couple defenders, pushes her back out to the 8 to the 12.
Nice defense by
Gonna
Watertown
reset
there.
it. Elise Schumann with a cut. Almost, not quite. Jenna Hodges. Ooh. Just bad timing on that one. Looks like there was an open space, but two players kind of went for it and didn't work out. All right. Reset things, look again. All right, Hazel drives, ball pops loose, whistle called, forcing through called. It'll be Watertown ball. So that's an analogy I always give, like basketball. Like there are a lot of defensive fouls when you try and stop the attacker, but just like there's an offensive foul in basketball, it's the same thing in lacrosse. That if the defender is set, you cannot make contact or run them over. So that's what was called there. All right, ball goes in. Elise Schumann takes a shot. Ball bounces wide. Nice save by the goalie. Scooped up by number 13, Isabella Medina. Looking for someone to pass it to Elise Schumann with the defensive pressure. Goes to the goalie. Maya Grosnick. Long clear. Oregon comes up with it. Tries to pass in. Goes behind the goal. Jenna Hodges there to scoop it up. As Livy Vondra with the interception. Nice job to create a turnover. All right, so as they're going around, the field is nicely marked. Looks like it's freshly marked. The circle that's around the goal is the goal circle. No one is allowed in there except for the goalie.
Yep.
There are some minor exceptions, deputy goalie, all that,
yeah,
but we don't need to get into
no,
that.
no.
Just the goalie's allowed in there. So you'll often hear a crease violation or goal circle violation called on either the offense or the defense if they step inside, or even a toe on the line. When someone shoots, goal is disallowed. Beyond that, we've got a little wedge of a circle out. That's the 8-meter arc.
Yep.
So the furthest circumference on that is 8 meters. That's where you'll see them taking the free position. All right, a shot and a goal by, I think that was 11, Elise Schumann. Let's listen to the PA announcer to confirm it was Elise.
Oregon goal number 11, Elise Schumann.
Yep, there we go.
Nice job.
Nice job
Makes
by
it 4-0 Oregon.
the ladies, passing that around, getting that shot in there. So as you were saying, that's the 8-meter arc. It's also known as the CSA.
Inside the critical
Yes.
scoring area.
Yeah.
So it's a big difference of whether a foul is made is whether it happens inside the CSA or outside the CSA.
And that's because whether or not it will be an 8-meter free shot.
Yep, if it's inside, it's considered the offense is close to scoring. So if the defense makes a major foul inside of it, they give the offense a major advantage to possibly score a goal.
So that's where they set up on that 8-meter arc, and they give the offensive person who has fouled the ball, and they get kind of a free shot at the goal.
Ball goes up. Ooh. Hazel self-draws, gets possession. Oh, finds Elementer all alone in front, shoots.
Oh.
Nice save by the goalie. Watertown, 2 players advance quickly and help make the shot more difficult. Nice job. Ella finds Elise in front, but the ball pops loose. Hazel Rothering gathers it up, swings around to Ella. So, a lot of younger players on the field right now. Look at what we could be looking at next year for Panther Lacrosse.
Most definitely, because we do graduate quite a few seniors this year. And senior night is coming up on May 21st.
All right, so we mentioned the goal circle. We mentioned the 8-meter arc. Beyond that, out wider, the complete half circle. The half circle is 12 meters away from the goal line. All right, Hazel drives in, gets through a couple defenders, shoots.
Yep. Can be a yellow.
Is he going to make a
Dangerous
signal?
repel. It was dangerous repel.
Is he? All right, so when you take your shot, you have to have a clear shot. Can't have a defender in front of you, because if you hit a defender with the ball or with your stick as you follow through, you can get a safety violation for that. But also, you have to have a clear shot so that you don't hit the goalie. Hitting the goalie is also a violation, and that's what was called here. So it was deemed a yellow card.
Yes.
It's up to the referee's judgment, and so he called a yellow card. So Hazel is out for 2 minutes.
If the goalie does not move into the shot, which at that point she did not, I believe it is an automatic yellow card. If they hit directly.
Goalie did not move. Yeah.
If it's not a bounce, if it's a direct shot, then it is a yellow.
Okay. So on the clear, Watertown lost possession. Oregon's got it back. A little back and forth between Hazel and Elise. Goes back to Jenna Hodges. Elise pushes the defense in. Hadley makes a cut.
Oh.
Doesn't quite connect.
It was a nice cut and a nice pass,
Swipes
though.
at the ball to try and take a shot, and nice save by the goalie, number 12, Grosnick. Long clear. Livy Vondra with the ground ball. Finds Riley Brown in the middle. Up to Elise Schumann. Finds Jenna at the 8. Back up to Elise. Oh, finds Autumn Coots inside. Whistle.
Oh, we're going to get another yellow.
Looks like there was contact to the head.
Yep.
That can be hard to see from up here.
Yes, it is very hard.
And because any kind of head contact with your cross is a yellow card. Even if it was just a slight little incidental contact to the head, that's still a yellow.
Yep, there does not have to be intent with it. It can be totally accidental, and it's still.
Just to keep it safe, it's an automatic yellow. So Watertown will have a player out for 2 minutes.
But I believe they get to put someone in because they're already down a player. So.
So I'm trying to get a number. I should have gotten it sooner on that. That is number 8, Olivia Virgo. All right. Quick shot and goal, I believe. I just looked up quick and saw it. I think that was Elise Schumann, number 11 again.
Yep, 31-11.
So goal assist by Autumn Coots then. Nice job, ladies. I believe that's a hat trick for Elise now.
It might be.
And that'll make it 5-0 Oregon.
Oregon, goal number 11, Elise Schumann.
If your organization would like to join our family of sponsors whose donations help make Panther sports possible, please visit our website for more information at ocamedia.com. Got 30 seconds left in this first quarter.
All right. Elise Schumann taking the draw now. Autumn Coots. Livy Vondra, I think, is playing mid. Nice hustle, ground ball.
Elise has it.
Possession,
there we
Elise
go.
Schumann. Elementer drives, shoots. Nice save by the goalie. Hazel Rothering has an open, Can go straight towards the goal, shoots and scores. We'll make it 6-0. Oh, clock says 0. I'm not sure what's no indication on any of it. There's a little squeak for the 0. So I don't know if the goal scored or not. They haven't put it up on the scoreboard. I didn't see any kind of indication by the referees. I am uncertain. But everyone else looks like there's no question going on. Did we not get the shot off?
We don't know.
Kind of looks like not, because there's no goal up and everyone's walking off the field. So I believe that did not count. So 5-0 Oregon after 1 quarter.
Yeah. There's only one person at that penalty table tonight, so that's a little more difficult.
Nope. Good job if the referees recognize that. That's great, because I certainly didn't until I looked up at the scoreboard.
Yep. No goal.
Okay.
Nope. And I think the coaches were over there helping out, so I think that's great that the Oregon coaches were keeping an eye out for that and helping out. Did you know that OCA Media covers hundreds of events each year right here in Oregon? Oregon Community Access. Community is our middle name. And I've said this before, but I do appreciate these being live streamed, because when I have traveled, then it is nice that we get to see these from afar. Had to utilize that twice this year. It's been very helpful.
I know there are grandparents listening who live a ways away.
Yep.
Can't attend every game. The games are late.
Yes.
You know, it makes it tough, especially if you have to travel.
Yep.
And shoot, you watched last week for Watertown stream when we were
Yes,
in Watertown on last Monday.
And as much as I appreciate Watertown stream, they do not have your play-by-play calling. So, I mean, they are missing your expertise.
OCA Media does a nice job, too. Where I just appreciate how the moving camera and how close we are. Watertown seemed like they were twice the distance away that we are seeing right now, and they just had the whole screen, and it didn't move the whole time. So it's just the camera work is nice.
And no play-by-play.
Yep.
They have no
it
Andy.
just isn't the same without you.
No, I'm the color. I have no business being here. You can do
all
this
the
without
complaints
me.
we got the other week when you weren't here.
I think we've discussed this already. Our
you keep bringing it up, don't?
Our only compliment has come when I wasn't here. So
no,
there.
We've been getting it all year, mostly about explaining rules. So on that note, we're going to go do a draw.
We are going to
Can you talk about the draw?
Yes. So we're going to do a draw. After each goal, they have to do a draw. The draw is where they're going to take the ball and put it between the two crosses. The heads are going to be backwards. They're going to be facing their goalies, essentially. Those sticks have to be both parallel to the line as well as perpendicular. So, not perpendicular, parallel to the line.
Parallel to the line, but also parallel to the ground.
That's what I meant. Okay,
like
yes.
in line with the center, but parallel to the ground.
Yes. Okay.
The center line.
Yes. And what happens is once the referee you'll see the referee have their hands around the two crosses with the goal. Once they say, okay, are you ready? They will release their hands. The players are not allowed to move at that point. If they move, it's called early entry or early draw. And whoever moves, the ball will go to the other team. But at that point, the referee will back up. There'll be a whistle, and they will use the force of motion to go upward with their crosses, and the ball will go up in the air. Then the 3 players, or the 6 players.
The three midfielders, six
along
total.
around and in the circle right there can go for the ball. The ones beyond the restraining lines, which are about at the 30-yard lines, cannot. So there you go.
All right.
And then there's possession called.
Possession called immediately. Brianna Velasquez-Pineda driving down the field. Autumn Coots with a check. Ball comes loose. Hazel Rothering scoops it up. Looks downfield. Finds Elise Schumann with some space in front of her. She can get up there. Looks like they've got a 2 or 4 on 2. She's driving straight in. No one picking her up. Check from behind. Ball pops loose.
Nice check there.
Ground ball. Gets it back to the goalie. Recovered by Brianna Velasquez-Pineda. looking to clear. She's got 10 seconds to get it out of that goal circle. All right, successful clear. Number 8, Olivia Virgo. Foul called. Be a free possession for Olivia. Watertown. Driving down the field. Hazel Rothering. Ooh, light whistle, but free possession for Watertown. Olivia still.
Sometimes that's a wrap. Your whistle isn't as quick as you'd like it to be.
16, Laura Thomas looking around, gets it to 2. Araya Chivers tries to drive in. 3 Oregon players there. She goes back out. Tries again with 2. Can't make it. Gives the ball to Olivia Virgo. Looking. That is Riley Brown on defense. Tries going right, tries going left. I say, nope, you're not getting through. With a little bit of help, foul whistle called.
Cross the body called.
Cross the body check, and I believe it happened between the 8 and the 12, so that they'll get possession on the 12. And is this an indirect then?
It should be.
So indirect means that she has to pass it before Watertown can score. All right, 2 Araya Chivers. Nice defensive stop by Riley Brown.
Actually, I don't think that was an indirect. I think she could have taken that.
Okay.
I apologize.
I don't know when it's indirected. I just know sometimes when it's on the 12, it is. Looks like the defense had to decide where her player is. All right, ball comes loose. Riley Brown goes downfield to Elementer. Looking. Fast break 3-on-3. Ella crossing to our right. Looking. Going to be a foul call on Watertown. I believe it happened outside the 12, so it'll just be free possession at that spot. And it was a major foul, like so that's why the player who gets the major foul goes 4 meters behind. So if you're outside the 12 with the major foul, it's at the spot of the foul. If it's in between the 8 and the 12, you get it on the 12. If it's inside the 8, you get it on the 8. Sound correct?
Yep.
All right.
If I don't correct you, you're correct.
Those are for major fouls. So those are most of them, like the pushing, the check, that you aren't supposed to do, things like that. There's actually not too many minor fouls. Those would be like an open a cover or an open stick check. Those don't happen too often, but not quite as often as the major ones, at least in the games that we're watching.
Yep. Get down to the youth there. The youth level. If I could speak correctly, then you'll see a lot more of those.
All right.
Primarily because they can't check.
Oh, finds Autumn Coots. Shooting space called. Autumn didn't quite get it,
Shooting space before the shot, so.
Okay. And so
It's
that
always
is a major foul in the 8, so she'll get an 8-meter free position.
Yeah.
Usually at the hash that it's closest to the foul. So we'll see. Referee getting them in the correct position. They've got to be outside the 8-meter, even past the goal line extended, so that's why she got at least further out. Autumn takes a shot high. Ball's going to go out of bounds, but Hadley is there, so Oregon retains possession.
This is one of those weird rules. You want to...
No, that's...
No, this is... So when there is a shot taken and the ball goes out of bounds along that end line, it is the closest person to the ball that retains possession.
Mm-hmm.
Not the last person who touched, it's not the opposite of the last person who touched it. It is the closest person to the ball as it goes out. So that's why you see these players running with their sticks towards that ball. It does not apply to the sidelines, though.
And not if it's a pass. If the ball just goes out of bounds, then that's regular
Yep.
possession rules, just like we're used to in most sports. All right, Hazel drives,
Oh.
shoots low. Nice save by the goalie. Rebound picked up by Araya Chivers. Check, ball pops loose.
Oh.
Check again, ball pops loose. Hazel scoops it up, gets the ground ball, driving in. Goes around one defender.
All right.
Whistle, it'll be Watertown ball. Not quite sure what the call is.
There were a lot of calls that could have been made there. I'm not sure what was actually made.
All right, so we had a check, ball pop loose, and we had another whistle. Now Hazel's got possession, driving in. Gets it over to Elise. Shooting space called. Was that on 15?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
I did not have a great angle for it, so I don't know.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering too, because I didn't exactly see it. The only one I could think of was 15.
It looks like it was 21.
Was not close enough to her
No,
to be considered on defense?
Yep.
More than a stick's length away?
That's who they put behind her, so that had
And
to be.
sorry for talking about it without really explaining it first. We'll get to
it though. We promise.
We'll get to shooting space. Yeah. Well, I get. They're just passing the ball around. Now you want to do shooting space?
I think we should wait for a goal. It
Okay.
does take a little bit of time, and you do a great job of explaining it. So
Sounds like you don't want to do it.
I think you've just perfected it.
All right, Elementary looking. Down to Jenna Hodges. Hazel Rothering driving, going across left. Held foul, shot. All right, so there was a foul on Watertown there, but it was a held foul in order to give Hazel not to take away her scoring opportunity. She did get a shot off, so we pulled the foul back. So we got the shot instead of the foul. When there is a foul, as a player is attempting to score, you'll see the referee pull out the flag and hold up the flag to indicate a held foul. All right, Hazel driving across, shoots and scores. Makes it 6-0. All right, so.
You want to go do? Let's do shooting space.
All right.
You can do it. You've done it well these last few times.
All right.
Number 29, Hazel Rothering.
So shooting space. So these ladies aren't wearing a lot of protective gear.
Not at all.
That ball is hard. They can shoot it pretty fast. So that can cause injuries. You know, they're not wearing helmets, especially if it's, you know, to the head. We have to be very protective of the head. So a player is responsible for shooting and making sure they have a clear path to the goal. You are not allowed to shoot if there is a player in the way. That includes the goalie, kind of. We've seen dangerous propel from and a yellow card on a shot already that hit the goalie. You have to have a shot at an open goal. So one thing the defenders can do to take advantage of that is they could just stuff everyone in the middle of the 8 around it to prevent you from being able to take a shot. All right, Jenna Hodges drives across the middle, gets a goal in. Makes it 7-0 Oregon. Nice shot by Jenna. And so in order to prevent that from happening, well, there's a 3-second rule also, but there's the shooting space rule. So that if you are not within a stick's length of an attacker, so that you're defending them, and then you're not allowed to be between a player who can take a shot and the goal.
Yep.
If that happens, shooting space is called on that defender that is between the shoot that is blocking the goal but not up on the defender.
And there is a triangle that is kind of made.
Right.
So it's not
the whole field,
it's
but if you imagine the shooting player as one end of the triangle and the 2 goalposts as the other one,
it's within
the
that.
shooting space occurs if a defender is within that triangle.
Yes.
And so then they'll get an 8-meter free possession because that penalty typically happens within the 8. I don't know if at higher levels where there's more shots beyond the 8, if it's always an 8-meter free or if it would be go on the 12, but I don't believe I've run into that at the high school level or youth level.
Every once in a while on a fast break, you may get one just outside of the
Okay.
8, but
So then how does that get set up? Is it on the 12?
it's still on the 8.
Okay. Shooting space, no
This is-
matter what, is an
yes.
8-meter free. Okay.
But they'll call it before it gets to the 8 because of the safety issue with it.
So yes, so often the goalie will have the referee will have a quick whistle in a shooting space because they're trying to keep the defender safe and prevent a shot from happening. But sometimes, as you saw there with Autumn's, she gets a shot off anyways. But she did a nice job of keeping everyone safe, and the shot did not make contact with anybody. But regardless, the referee had whistled before the shot, so there's no goal and there's a penalty. All right, ball pops loose. Watertown comes up with it. Check. Oregon gets the ball back. I believe that's Morgan Ferrara out there, the first time we've seen her tonight.
Yep.
So just to go over the players that we see for Oregon. Morgan Ferrara with the ball. Jenna Hodges. Hadley Stang. Hazel Rothering. 11 is Elise Schumann. 31 is Autumn Coots. On defense, I see Evie McKinty, Riley Brown, Ellie Huss, and I assume I think that's Livy Vondra. Yep.
Careful,
21.
ladies.
All right.
Oh,
All right. Watertown has some momentum heading down the field. Riley Brown stops the drive. Nicely done, Riley. Watertown comes back, says, I'm going to try that again. Riley says, I'm still here. All right, so you may be asking yourself that this number 6 is Brianna Velasquez Pineda. Oh, it's not quite there. Now it's with a different Watertown player that she does have a defender right up on her, but we see Livy Vondra, number 21, taking back a little bit. Why is it not shooting space on her? Because it kind of falls within those rules. But the answer to that is that the attacker does not have a shot available at the moment with a defender right up in her face. So if she would get around her quickly and then 21 does not step up quickly enough, then it could turn into a shooting space.
and that
All
is
right.
the end of the half.
End of the half, we've got Oregon 7, Watertown nothing.
All right, and we'll be right back with the start of the second half of Panthers Lacrosse, only on OCA Media, your home for Panther sports. Welcome back to the second half of tonight's matchup between the Oregon Panthers and the Watertown Goslings on OCA Media, your home for Panther sports. And Panther Sports is made possible with financial support from our generous sponsors. The Village of Oregon, a great place to live, work, and play. The Oregon School District, actively building competency, character, culture, and community. The Oregon Athletic Booster Cup, doing great things for all Panther sports. Your membership dues directly support our student athletes. Consider becoming a booster today. Oregon Area Cares Community Coalition, parenting teens is hard. We're here to help. OregonAreaCares.org. Stoughton Health, and by your local pizza pit. Wisco Industries, a proud supporter of Panther sports, celebrating their 75th anniversary in 2024. And we welcome our scoreboard sponsor, Culver's of Oregon. Welcome to Delicious.
All right, Oregon Panthers taking the field. I see on defense, goalie Sam Siggett, 19, Riley Brown, 17, Evie Vondra, 17, Evie McGinty, 21, Livy Vondra, 15, Ellie Huss. In the midfield, 23, Rebecca Gill, 14, Sarah Lasowski, 24, Alexa Bartles. On attack, we've got number 10, Della O'Malley, 29, Hazel Rothering, 12, Charlotte Hendrickson, and oh, we're playing a player down, so that's why there's only 3. I'm looking for that 4th. For Watertown on attack, I see number 10, Hannah Gunderson, and it looks like they're playing everyone else on defense to stop the fast break off the draw for Oregon. You can switch back and forth, you know, as long as you keep less than 7 on a side. All right, possession obtained by Watertown. Ball pops loose. Sarah Lasowski picks it up, heads downfield. This is where those extra players on the Watertown defense come in handy. They're able to stop the drive immediately. All right, gets the ball into Alexa Bartles. Drives around a couple, decides to take it out past the 8. Got a whistle. Do we have an offsides or 3 seconds? He's counting people, so it looks like possibly an offside for Watertown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, there are 8 Watertown players. They're only allowed 7 past the restraining line. So we'll, Oregon should get the ball on the dot, is it?
Yes.
So things like offsides, minor fouls in the CSA, the offensive team gets the ball on the dot, which is just, I don't know if we can see it from here.
Her foot's on it.
Okay. It's just
a dot.
Circle out there. There's one on the other side as well. That's what they use those for. All right, Charlotte Hendrickson driving. Looks for Sarah in the middle. Pass is broken up. Picked up by number 13, Isabella Medina. Foul called. So I believe it'll be Watertown possession. Isabella driving downfield.
Yep.
Gets another whistle. Elects to keep going with the ball. Spins. Finds a couple more defenders.
Keep the stick up.
Ball pops loose. Ground ball, Della O'Malley. Finds Charlotte Hendrickson. Looking. She's got 2 or 3 defenders in front of her, so she'll just take it around. Oh, finds Alexa Bartles out in front. Can't get an open shot. She's working for it. Decides to take it out to the 8. So nice discipline there. She didn't have an open shot. She didn't take it. Took it back out. All right, Charlotte looking around the backside. Hazel looks to drive. 2 defenders up. Finds Alexa Bartles open. Shoots. Nice save by the goalie. Low.
Very nice save.
Rebecca Gill picks up possession outside the 12. Finds a cutter. Sarah Lasowski. Shoots.
Oh.
Saved by the goalie.
Nice save again.
Possession still bouncing around.
Yep. It's crease violation by Hazel.
Okay. So Watertown
she slipped
ball.
in there, but it doesn't matter if you...
Olivia Virgo driving downfield. Ball pops loose.
Nice hustle by Ellie Huss.
Ground ball. Clears it up to Sarah Lasowski. Hazel out wide. Charlotte in the middle. Charlotte turns around. Goes around her defender. Might have had a shot, but wants to roll around to the other side. Finds Sarah open in the middle. Doesn't quite connect. Ball bounces in the goal circle. Goalie comes up with it. Maya Grosnick clears the ball. Intercepted by
Nice.
Della O'Malley.
By Della.
Gets knocked down. We're still fighting for possession. Now it looked like an empty on Maya. Will be Oregon ball. Empty. I said empty. Cover.
It's all right. Some of us knew what you meant.
Ball checked loose. Sarah Lisowski picks it up. Gets it back to Charlotte. All right, so what we mean by a cover there, what happened there, the ball was on the ground. The Watertown player put her cross on top of the ball and covered it so it was not playable for other players. So that is called a cover, and it's a minor penalty, and the ball goes to Oregon. Because it's a minor foul, the offending player does not need to go 4 meters behind. All right, nice pass, nice shot by Sarah Lisowski. It'll be an assist by Hazel Rothering, goal by Sarah Lisowski. Makes it 8-0.
And just a reminder, this is a
Oregon goal, number 14, Sarah Lisowski.
women's lacrosse is a non-contact sport. That's why they don't wear, we talked about this a little bit earlier, they don't wear a lot of protective gear. They do wear eye cages and mouth guards, but that's all they wear other than the goalie equipment. You can wear a foam helmet, but you are not allowed to wear a hard plastic helmet. They do this in order to keep it a non-contact sport. You know, the boys or the men's lacrosse has,
They can get pretty rough.
Yes, but they also wear
a lot of protective gear. That is a contact sport.
Yes, it is very much
and so. That is why the safety is stressed so much, and any kind of head contact or neck contact or dangerous shots or the possibilities of doing something that could lead to someone getting hurt. There are a lot of yellow cards. Yep.
Yep. Those safety issues are taken very seriously in this sport.
All right. We got possession. Yep.
There we go.
Sarah Lisowski scoops it up. Ellie Huss breaks up field. Foul called. Clears it down to Hazel.
Oh.
Rebecca. Sarah. Back to Rebecca.
I think that sun might be an issue out on that field.
Mm-hmm. Good thing it's behind us.
Yes.
For us.
We have enough issues up here.
Nope. Ball doesn't quite connect. Ground ball scooped up by number 15, Naomi Domer.
The numbers are easier to see this evening.
Naomi looking.
Highly recommend blue on white.
Oh, she went offsides to go get it. Yep. It's tough. Ball's coming at you. It's tough to stay on your side of the restraining line. Like, I'm just going to go get it.
What is she doing?
Well, 3. All right. Find Sarah in the middle. Oof. Didn't connect on the pass, but the ball bounced through and went into the goal. So that'll be a goal for 24, Alexa Bartles.
Yes.
That's got to be tough. Goalie gets screened, can't see it coming.
Yep, that would be tough.
Goes through. Makes it 9-0 Oregon.
This broadcast of Panther Sports is produced by OCA Media, a nonprofit community access television station streaming hundreds of local events each year right here in the village of Oregon. Businesses like yours are welcome to join our family of sponsors and receive recognition from thousands of viewers during broadcasts like this. Go to ocamedia.com for more information. Oh, almost. Oh, never mind. I'm just going to come up with it. Nice kick there by Rebecca McGill.
Sarah Lisowski, Oregon possession. Della O'Malley. Feeds it into Alexa. Shoots and scores. Nice little move by Alexa, rolling around the crease. Make it 10-0.
That'll get us to the 10-run differential, or 10-score differential. I don't know why I always go to run. My mind.
Baseball's the best.
Oh, are we biased? I think the timeout was called.
So that will stop the clock. That's why it stopped at 5:04.
Oregon goal, number 24, Alexa Bell.
Have you ever dreamed of becoming a sports broadcaster? OCA Media may be the answer to your dreams. Join our team today. Contact Paul at ocamedia.com. Because we did not, yeah. I don't know where I was going with that.
I'm waiting to see. Or here.
Both.
Uh-oh. Looks like Eddie's getting people in the stands. Eddie's the photographer. If you've noticed him, he's not at every game, but Eddie makes it to as many Oregon sporting events as he can.
He does a fantastic job.
Mm-hmm. So, shoot, I wish we had his webpage, but yeah, sure. I'm sure if you, excuse me 1 second. Oh, I'm sure if you Google Oregon, Wisconsin, and Eddie in photography, you can find his website. He does a lot of great photography. You can go check it out, all the great work he does.
Are you okay? You
Yeah.
look like you're about. All right, just don't die on me here, please. So once the clock does start back up, we will go to a running clock until the end of the game, or unless Watertown scores and gets us back within 10, or back within 9, I should say. So we'll see how that goes. Tomorrow night, we have a game up in Wanakee. The Panthers take on Wanakee up in Wanakee. Then on Saturday, we have another game against Divine Savior Holy Angels, I believe is the name of the school. That's a Milwaukee-based school. I believe it's an all-female school, Catholic school out of Milwaukee, I believe. And then next week, we have several games again.
Well, it's ending up the season, so the 3 remaining games we've got after that are Verona and Middleton. Middleton's a Saturday. Verona and Hortonville, I think.
No, you're going into the next week with that one.
Those are the 3.
Yeah, we have Verona on the 14th, and then we've got Hortonville on the 18th. Or we've got Middleton on the 18th, and then the 21st is senior night, and that's the last night of the regular season. And like you said, that's against Hortonville here at Panther Stadium. It'll be a sad one. Well, for me.
Looks like Sam's ready to go. Yeah. There's no music, Sam.
She does not care. She's dancing to the music in her head.
All right. Looks like Watertown breaking their huddle, taking the field.
All right. Get this started with another draw.
Alexa Bartles with possession. Forward to Rebecca Gill.
I believe I said McGill before. I did not mean that.
Rebecca driving, nice shot. Nice save by the goalie. Della O'Malley with the rebound. Whistle. Della get the ball on the 12.
It was an open stick check, so it's going to be a minor, even
We
though,
put 1-4 behind.
yep. But it was within the 8.
All right, Della driving
Oh.
all the way around.
Della wanted that.
Finds her way through. Couldn't get a shot off. Gives it to Charlotte. Charlotte's taking it up to the 12. Finds Becca up top. Working her way around the crease, around the far side. Della leading the way for her. She's got 2 defenders following her. Finds Rebecca in the middle. Doesn't quite make it. Hazel driving across.
Yeah.
Forcing through called. An offensive foul. Defensive players had position. All right, so it'll be Watertown ball number 13, Isabella Medina. Ball's loose. Alexa Bartos comes up with it. Finds Stella O'Malley up top. Swings it to Becca. Doubling the ball. Becca will drive around both of them.
Shooting space.
Yep, shooting.
Nice job of drawing that.
Yep. Number 13 stepped in front. You saw the defender from the other side just come in with her stick, and that is how to try to defend someone from driving without drawing the shooting space. All right, whistle. Rebecca shoots. We'll see if they'll count the goal. I think that if she didn't, there would have been an early entry on Watertown on it, but they won't take away the goal.
Goal, Oregon, number 23, Rebecca Gill.
So nice shot from Rebecca. Went up high and to the right. Makes it 11-0 Oregon. About 2:20 remaining.
Does that coach get off the field? Sorry. I should have stated an internal statement. I apologize.
All right. Alexa Bartles with possession. Come downfield. Finds Hazel Rothering. Shoots. Believe it went off the goalie. And it's going to be
Blue ball.
Watertown ball. Tries a pass. Della knocks it down with the tight defense. But Watertown retains possession.
Nice defense by Della. Oh. So I'm gonna grab it. There we go.
Livy Vondra. Oh, ball comes loose. Ellie Huss scoops it up.
Come on now.
She'll take it over. Finds Charlotte Hendrickson. Gets
nice
shot off.
save.
Nice save by the goalie, Maya Grosnick.
Right in.
Intercepted by Charlotte. Claire drives in. No one in front of her. Shoots and scores. Make it 12-0. 40 seconds remaining in the quarter.
OCA Media is your local community access television station.
Oregon, number 12, Charlotte Hendrickson.
We broadcast local, entertaining, and informative programs on Charter and TDS Cable. On-demand programs like Panther Sports on our YouTube channel. Check out our website for our program guide and more information, www.ocamedia.com. And speaking of that YouTube channel, subscribe to our YouTube channel today. That way you don't miss another Panther Sports broadcast. Join our growing YouTube subscribers who enjoy hundreds of local events we stream for you every year. Got another timeout called. This one.
No, end of quarter.
Oh, end of quarter. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
It's hard for me. I can't quite see that scoreboard, so I get a
over
little
a little bit.
lost.
Get
I
you
can't.
some room.
I would have to be on your lap.
Well, no, I said I can scoot over.
I don't want you on Jordan's lap.
All right. But if you're not familiar with it, it's not too bad. As Nikki mentioned, OCA Media has a YouTube channel. So if you Google OCA Media, you know, just the letters OCA and media, make it all one word, and that's a separate word, YouTube. You should be able to find it, and that way you can click on the OCA Media channel, and it can bring up all the events that OCA Media broadcasts, not just girls lacrosse and boys lacrosse. You see a lot of events across Oregon, whether it's more school stuff like the orchestra concerts and all sorts of other non-school community stuff as well. So I know I end up sending my parents the link every time, but I've been meaning to describe this to them and say, hey, if I ever don't send you the link, you can find it this way. But
Yes. Although many of us just send our parents the links, it
yes.
might make it makes their lives a little bit easier. However, yes. When I was up in Minneapolis, I did just search how you told me, how you just said, and found it very easily.
Well, and as you recommend, you can also subscribe to the channel, and that way,
If the time changes, we have several games that the starting time has changed. So I believe it does give you a message if the starting time changes. I think mine did the day that I had it subscribed, so that was kind of nice.
well, and that way, if you subscribe to the channel, all you have to do is load up YouTube,
And then yep.
OCA Media will be in a list of things that you
That
can
is true.
just watch, for your channels.
If only we had this when we were young.
Oh yeah.
Man, to think we didn't get internet till we were in college.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of things like, hey, you can get Spotify and listen to any kind of music. That sounds crazy for us growing up. That would be great, but there's a lot of difficulties that it adds to their lives, too. I'm not sure I'm ready for being a teenager with social media.
That makes two of us.
So it's a mixed bag.
Considering we knew each other in high school, I'm guessing that, we wouldn't want that
Can you imagine? I mean, I guess they go through it all the time, but can you imagine being a teenager and fighting with other teenagers and having it all public on social media? Man, the things that would get
said.
Although they seem to do a pretty good job of trying to keep it out. Anyways,
No, it's just
we're getting off track here.
To the parents of teens and preteens and little kids, good luck.
All right, Morgan Farrar taking the draw for Oregon. She doesn't usually get to do this. And number 13, Isabella Medina for Watertown.
We got Hadley and Jenna back on the field.
Elementer, I think, is the one closest to us. I
Yep.
can't quite make out the 16.
But I think it's her hairstyle.
Autumn Coots. Elise Schumann.
Oh, wrong way.
Possession, Autumn Coots. Gets the ball to Morgan Farrar. Looking. Elementer. Nice job. Switch to her left. Made the pass. Morgan. Ooh. She had Autumn Coots in the middle, but the pass got knocked down by Watertown. Nice defense. Little scrum right outside the goal circle. Goalie comes up with it. Nice job. Oregon just scoots the ball into the goalie. Attempted clear. Long clear.
Oh, nice job, Evie.
Evie McGinty comes up with the ground ball. Finds Morgan Farrar. Finds Hadley Stang. Finds Jenna Hodges. Nope.
Backs it up.
Yep. Defense had that covered. All right. Ball comes loose. Elementer.
Those girls are already on that restraining line, though.
Yes. All right. Morgan sees a double team. Looking at Elementer. Whistle. She's going to stand there, make someone go 4 meters behind. Mine says, oh.
Sometimes you got to do that.
All right. Elise Schumann drives, gets pushed outside, back pedals up, looking for Morgan Farrar in traffic. Ball pops loose. Elementer. Driving around, comes up to the 8. Trying to make her around to number 6. Number 6 is Brianna Velikez Pineda. And I looked down to read that and I missed the goal.
It was Morgan Farrar.
Morgan Farrar with the goal.
Just a quick pass in and quick shot.
Oregon goal, number 33, Morgan Farrar.
13-0. A little less than 10 remaining.
OCA Media reaches thousands of viewers each year. Won't you consider joining our family of business sponsors whose financial support helps makes this broadcast possible? Oh, might act. Oh,
Foot's on the line.
technically she went over, but
Yep, Glenn's going to
okay. I didn't know if Glenn got it or not.
So, as we mentioned before, the restraining lines have to wait to enter until possession is made or the ball goes across, and the young lady stepped on the line, which is a foul.
She was a little over it, but
Early
yeah.
Entry, yep.
Oof.
All
Had
right.
themselves a little sandwich there.
Number 2, Araya Chivers. Gotten fouled a couple of times trying to bring the ball up.
Araya.
Araya, yep. I know, I've been saying Araya.
Yep. Nope. I just heard it out of the crowd.
Yep.
So
All right, ball pops loose. Morgan Farrar driving diagonally across the center. Looking for a cutter. Sees Hadley staying. Doesn't quite connect. Ball bouncing around in the middle. Swept out. Morgan Farrar picks it up. Gets a shot off. Goes wide. Oregon's going to retain possession. Jenna Hodges is closest.
I will say that it is nice sometimes when we can hear the parents in the stands. We do get some correct pronunciations
Yep.
occasionally.
Apologize if we're doing something correctly. We're doing our best.
Yes, we do our best.
All right, Elementer. Looking for someone, finding Elise Schumann. Nice save by the goalie, Maya Grosnick.
That was very nice.
Goes for a long clear. Riley Brown knocks it down.
That was some offsides.
Yep. It's tough not to. Count them up. Yeah, we
Yep.
still are. Yep, number. I think they're noticing.
There's a blue one in. That's over, but that's okay. We're not gonna get too mad about it.
It was funny watching Watertown realizing kind of counting up the players. All right, Morgan Farrar into Autumn Coots.
Offsides is
Driving.
difficult enough, let alone when you're down a player.
Yep. 16 Elementer denied entry into the 8. Autumn Coots. Morgan Farrar, open space in front of her, drives, shoots, and scores.
I give the refs a lot of props in this game for being able to keep.
Keep track of so much stuff.
Yes.
14 Oregon.
Goal Oregon, number 33, Morgan Farrar.
About 6.5 remaining.
Oh, looks like we got a little bit of a huddle going on down there on defense. Watertown getting a chance to talk about it. Just a quick list of our generous sponsors here: the Village of Oregon, the Oregon School District, the Oregon Athletic Booster Club, the Oregon Area Cares Community Coalition, and if they could put one more C in there, I'd be really happy. Stoughton Health, Pizza Pit, and Wisco Industries.
Autumn Coots with possession. Oof.
All right. So we haven't talked about self-starting yet.
Yes, that you are correct.
So on some of these fouls, especially in the midfield, you'll see these girls continue to run as they go instead of stopping and letting someone go forward behind. So there is
Goal by Autumn Coots. Nice shot. Makes it 15-0.
So there is the opportunity for some of these fouls to continue on.
Number 31, Autumn Booth.
Instead of stopping their momentum, they can what is called self-start instead of waiting for a whistle start on these minor fouls, or not minor, major fouls. They don't have to stop if they don't want to stop, so they can continue to go. And most of them will, especially if they've got momentum going down the midfield. So that's why you'll see a whistle. There'll be some recognition of the whistle, but they'll continue to go. So that is what we, that's considering a self-start versus a whistle start. Sometimes they will call it back for a whistle start if the defender is not allowing for that start to continue, or if there's, yeah. Because technically they're supposed to be 4 behind, but if the offensive person who was fouled wants to continue on, they will let them. I don't think I did a very good job of explaining that, but, I tried.
No, that was good. No, it all comes from a strategy for the defense years ago would be to just foul the offensive player. If it was 2-on-1, they'd just go up and foul them.
Because they have
Whistle
to
would
stop.
be called. They'd have to set up the penalty, and the defense would have time to recover. And so that's why they initiated this self-start, to prevent defenses from being able to do that.
Or even more so, if you're approaching the end of the game, it's a close game, there's not much time left. It did eat up a lot of time.
That too, yep. Whistle, didn't quite catch what that was. Looks like Watertown
Is going to
have
get
the
an
ball.
8-meter free.
Yep.
See what they can do with this. Going to have a horizontal, so we're going to have another 8-meter free.
This time a little better position.
Yep.
It's tough from the side. You don't have a good angle. A smaller goal to shoot at.
Nice
Shot
save.
low, nice save by Sam Siggett.
Very.
Defense scoops up the ball and they feed it to her.
What was called?
I don't know.
Someone's going back.
I think he's pointing to the dot, so I think Watertown will have the ball on the dot. Did they call
Early entry?
a cover on, did they rake it to the goalie?
Possibly.
Although there was no defender around, so I think it's only a cover if there's.
Oh, or did they call it crease violation because their stick went in?
Could be.
Because I think you have to be, she kind of.
We had that happen last week where I think a defensive player raked the ball into the goalie, and so a cover was called.
Okay. It might have just been that, yeah. Either way, it could have been.
In that circumstance, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you can rake it if there's no one else around, because it's only a cover if you're preventing someone else access to the ball. Over there, tonight, I don't think there was anyone else around, so I think you're right, it probably was a crease violation. And I don't know if she raked it either.
No, she just kind of had a problem getting it in, which is why I think that.
Autumn Kuth, 8-meter free, shoots and scores. Nice job, Autumn.
That's why I think it might have been a crease.
Makes it 16-0, 1:20 remaining. Couple of goals. That's second now by Autumn, I think.
Oregon goal, number 31, Autumn Booth.
We have not heard the Panther sounds tonight. They were trying something out last game, and they have not brought them back.
Someone's player daughter may have put a stop to that.
That is fair.
All right.
Oh.
Still no possession?
Yep.
We have a push. It'll be Watertown ball. Push. Number 2's getting beat up out there tonight.
Yep, I feel for
Araya. Another foul called. That's like 3 in a row. Pretty soon Oregon's going to be careful. They're going to get a yellow.
Yep.
Yep, that's what it was. 4 quick ones in a row like that. It's unfortunate for Autumn because she didn't have a push that was worth a yellow.
Keep
Or
your
was
mouth
it
shut, Jenna.
But because it was bang, 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 4 in a row, he's calling it an Elise. I'm not sure, but it was not. The
Yes.
foul itself was not worthy of a yellow, but because Oregon was not allowing her to progress downfield and foul, 4 in a row, it's the fact that it was 4 in a row that got the yellow card.
Yes. They were warned, they were warned, they were warned.
And they continue to do the, beat up poor number 2, Araya Chivers. All right, she'll drive. Check, ball comes loose, but there's a whistle.
They're going to give her a shot at 8 meter with 5 seconds to go if she can get it off. Oh.
All right, that was unfortunate. The referee whistled it really quickly before Araya was ready in order to try to get her a shot because time was winding down and Araya wasn't quite ready. I don't think she recognized there was so little time on the clock. And so then whistled, play progressed, but then she was kind of upset. I don't think she understood why it happened so quickly. But that's the final. Oregon 16, Watertown 0.
As we wrap up this broadcast of Panthers Lacrosse, I'd like to thank you for our live stream technician, Jordan, and for my husband, Andy, and myself, Nikki. And thank you for watching OCA's media broadcast presentation of Panther Sports. Have a wonderful evening.